Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here.
Hey, what's up, guys? How we doing? Matt Antonelli here. So we are going to go through every single position and pick the top 10 players for the 2020 MLB season. Today, we're going to do right field. Now, right field might be the strongest position out of any position on the field. Shortstop is pretty close. It's either shortstop or right field, okay? But I went through this list, and almost every player on this list has a legitimate chance at being an MVP player this season. It is outrageous how much talent is in the right field position. Okay, so let's start off. I've taken a bunch of notes here. Let's start off first with the WAR leaders in 2019 at the right field position, so you guys can get a good understanding of what 2019 looked like before we get into our predictions for 2020. And also put your list down. Make sure in the comment section below, go put down your top 10 right fielders for the 2020 season. Okay, so here's the listing of WAR leaders. Christian Yelich led 7.1 WAR. Mookie Betts was in second, 6.8 WAR. Acuna Jr., 5.5. Aaron Judge was 5.4. Bryce Harper was 4.2. Max Kepler was 4.0. Then we had Brian Anderson at 3.8. We had Jorge Soler at 3.7. Michael Conforto at 3.5. And then we had Trey Mancini and JD Martinez at 3.3. Okay, now let's get into my 2020 top 10 right fielders. We're going to start with number 10. We're going to work our way all the way up. Okay, so at number 10, we're going to go with Nicholas Castellanos of the Cincinnati Reds. So he absolutely crushed baseballs once he was traded to Chicago last year. He had 58 doubles, which led the MLB. He had a 346 on base percentage. He slugged .513. He's gotten better and better each year. Now, his defense isn't very good, but his offense has been very, very good, especially late in the year last year. And now he goes to Cincinnati, a park that he says that he hits the ball extremely well in, and it is a really nice hitter's park. So we're going to put him at number 10 for the coming season. Now let's go at number 9. Number 9 is going to be Michael Conforto of the New York Mets. So last year, Conforto had a 363 on base percentage. He slugged .494. He has been super consistent offensively over the last 5 years. He's been really durable over the last 2 years. He's above league average as a defender in right field. I know he's played a little bit of center field, but in right field, he is above league average defender. He's been 6th in the MLB in right field for OPS plus over the last 3 years, so he's a really consistent player, an all-around player. I think he's going to have another solid year this year. Okay, number 8, we're going with Jorge Soler of the Kansas City Royals. So Soler has just ridiculous power, huge power. 48 home runs last year. He broke the Royals record for single-season homers. Hit a 354 on base percentage. He slugged .569. And KC isn't even a very good hitter's park. He played every single day, which is huge. 162 games. That is very rare for a player to play that many games. He barrels up the ball a lot. He's got great bat speed. It's off the charts. The balls that he hit, just absolutely, they fly. He still strikes out a little bit too much, but for someone that hits with that amount of power, I'll take some strikeouts, okay? Guy's got a chance to hit another 50 home runs this year, so we're going to put him at number, what do we got him at? 8. Okay, number 7, we're going with Joey Gallo of the Texas Rangers. So Gallo had a huge breakout season in 2019. He's always kind of struggled with his on-base percentage, but his on-base percentage was off the charts this year. 389 OBP. Slugged just under 600, so his pop is ridiculous. The guy just straight up mashes, huge power. And he's actually considered above league average defensively as a right fielder, which I think some people wouldn't realize that. Since 2017, he's 3rd in the major leagues in average exit velocity. He's 2nd in hard hit percentage. He's 1st in average home run distance. His walks have gone up every year, the last 3 years. His chase percentage outside the zone has gone down. His swing and miss percentage has gone down. And so he's doing a better job at cutting down his strikeouts, getting better pitches to hit, and absolutely barreling the hell out of them. Okay, number 6, we're going to go with Bryce Harper of the Philadelphia Phillies. So Harper had a good year this year. I wouldn't call it a great year, especially for what people think he's capable of, but he did hit 35 homers, 372 on base percentage. He slugged 510, so it's a good year. He played, I should say it's a very good year. He played pretty much every single day. He still needs to make a little bit better contact, but the power is there, and we know what he's capable of. And he played much better defense this season than he had in the past, so that's a plus as well. Okay, number 5, we're going to go with J.D. Martinez of the Boston Red Sox. So Martinez had a 383 on base percentage. He slugged 557. He's one of the top hitters in the game. He's been one of the top hitters for a long time now. He has the most home runs in the MLB over the last 3 years. He's second in average. He's second in slugging, so the guy just flat out hits. Now he does DH some, but he will play occasionally in the outfield, and so we're going to call him a right fielder for this list. Okay, number 4, we're going to go with Ronald Acuna Jr. of the Atlanta Braves. Now Acuna is going to be switching from center field to right field. His numbers are just ridiculous. Every one of them's off the charts. 41 home runs last year. He stole 37 bases. He's almost a 40-40 guy. Only he's a 6th player to be 40-plus homers and 35-plus stolen bases in a season in the history of Major League Baseball. Only the 6th player to do this. And the absolute bonkers part about all this, he's only 22 years old, which I cannot fathom this, 22 years old. I was playing my first season of pro ball, and this guy's he's basically a veteran now, and he's one of the best players on the planet. Okay, number 3, we're going to go with Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees. So Judge had an oblique strain that caused him to miss about 50 games last year, and he's kind of battled through injuries the last 2 seasons. The biggest question mark with him is, can he stay healthy? He's a really good outfielder, especially for a guy of his size. He's humongous, but he's a good outfielder. I don't know if everyone realizes this. He's got a really strong throwing arm and accurate as well. He leads right fielders in defensive run saves since 2018. And he had a 381 on base percentage, and he slugged 540. So the biggest question with him is, can he stay healthy? If he does, he's going to be in the MVP race, I think, because he has so much talent. Okay, number 2, we're going to go with the recently traded Mookie Betts of the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, so Mookie had a 391 on base percentage. He slugged 524. His numbers were a little bit down last year compared to 2 years ago. I'm not going to bring up the Red Sox 2018 cheating thing. We don't know how much that affected his numbers, but the numbers were down a little bit. But obviously, he's still one of the best all-around players in the league. He's an absolutely amazing defender. He's a great base runner. He can steal bases. It's really either him or Yelich for 1-2, and it's really close. I'm obviously here going with Yelich over Betts, but this is literally, in my opinion, a toss-up. Okay, and number 1, we're going with Christian Yelich of the Milwaukee Brewers. So last year, Yelich led the NL right fielders in average. He had a 429 on base percentage, 671 slugging. That's like a video game. If it wasn't for his fractured kneecap and missing the last 3 weeks of the season, he's probably going to win the MVP. His numbers over the last 2 years are simply outrageous. Everyone was wondering last year if he was going to be able to keep up with what he did 2 years ago. And he did. He can do everything on a baseball field. He is absolutely amazing. He's a 5-tool guy. Mike Trout is probably the best player in the game, but Yelich and Mookie Betts, those guys, and Bellinger, there's a handful of them. They're all right there. So, amazing player. We're going to go with Yelich at number 1. So, that's my list for top 10. I had a couple of guys that I just missed out. Max Kepler, I almost put him in there. He had a 4 WAR last year. Really solid player. I think he's going to be have another solid year this year, but it was just hard to stick him in there. I almost put him at 10. I didn't. Trey Mancini, 3.3 WAR. Really solid year last year as well with the Orioles, but he just missed out. And then Charlie Blackmon also missed out. His numbers were good. They were solid, but I had him, I think I had him down at like 12 or something like that. So I had him just missing out in the top 10 as well. So there's my list. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, all that stuff. Don't forget, put your list down below and keep watching because we're going to go through every single position as we get into the 2020 season.